Yeah, and I would argue too. I mean, just look at us as a chatterbox as a whole. I mean, it's based off the same principle. We're not well, you are an ex-professional, but none of us here are.
Did you just say ex-professional?
Well,
is that what you just said?
Yeah. I mean, you are a professional, but
no, you said ex. No. You didn't say you are a professional. You said you are an ex-professional. Do you know what being an ex-producer means? Go ahead. Finish
am I about to find out?
I know what you meant. I had to take that shot. Right, Paul? I had to take that shot. Ex-professional.
But, we're
I mean, it is what it is. You drive up here to Hamilton every day. It's taking me 40 minutes to get here. I am grateful for the opportunity to be here. I was so excited about these young men I was working around, building their resumes, building their careers, Thought we had a good working relationship here. But apparently, these guys are coming into work every day and they're thinking, well, hell, I'm working with an ex-professional. It's amateur hour around here.
No.
Paul, is that what he said?
I can't breathe.
Is that what he just said?
Casey.
Casey, please.
It's a good thing.
Shit, it's amateur hour around here. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, our Chatterbox as a brand is based off of a bunch of guys.
Casey, just stop while you're ahead. Stop while you're ahead, Casey. And I'm not
Raymond,
even.
I mean, maybe you're not professional anymore. You're gone from the quote unquote mainstream media. Purchasing. Slap him, Thom. Thomas says, yikes. Sir Boy Wonder. Thom, fire him. How dare you?
Ex-professionals.
Boom shakalaka. Uh-oh. And R. Kilmar says, open mouth, insert foot.
We're clipping that.
I like to dig graves, I'll tell you.
Your own?
Sometimes.
Some people get paid to dig graves for other people. There are a lot of people that get paid to dig graves for themselves.
No.
Believe me, I've done that in my life. So that's okay. Paul, you can get your face out of your hand out of there. I mean, it is what it is. Casey said what he said, and so,
Congrats on being the only professional in here, Paul.
Yeah. Hey.
We're just ex-professionals.
So would Tracy Jones be an ex-professional too, or is he still a professional?
I think we're just leaving. This is like Casey's stink list. We're just gonna have to leave Casey up to his own devices. He can figure it out. You just figure out where everybody's professional standing is in the world.
Okay. Yeah. I'll make a list out of the people in the office.
I believe the phrasing he started to go with was Chatterbox Sports is built off, and then Paul stopped him. I'm going to go back to work as a professional.
Sir Boy Wonder says Casey owes Thom some Miller beers. Little High Life, the champagne of beers.
We're going to have to think of an appropriate punishment for you, Casey. We'll think of something. Thom and I will come up with something.
No. I'm not about the punishment. I mean, a little ribbing, giving him a hard time, but no. We are a
no pie to the face
forgiving show here. That's what we are. We are all about forgiveness. There are a lot of the people out there, they can't spell that word. They don't want to know that word. They don't practice that word, and not one of us is perfect in that regard. But this show is all about forgiveness. So I tell you what, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a break. And while we're in our break, I would ask each and every one of you to consider the following. Ask yourself, have I been forgiven for some of the mistakes that I've made in my life? Ask yourself that question. And then ask yourself if you can extend that same forgiveness to Casey McAllister. Ask yourself that question. Maybe you find it amusing. He called me an ex-professional. All right, what in the hell was that at the bottom of that screen?
It was supposed to say.
I mean, is that some
recorded
website that it's like a subliminal thing that we should be getting on?
No. So all the other ones say previously recorded with whoever the speaker was.
Right.
And apparently during the rendering, the text got all screwed up with Zim's clip. So I'm gonna have to fix that.
You think?
Yeah.
You know, I got to give it up. I mean, there are a lot of very clever people that are in our chat room. Lots of stuff going out. The player formerly known as Mouse Cop says he should have been fired since the stink list. Boom shakalaka. Casey's buying lunch. It is. It's Kilmar. So thank you very much. I'm glad I got that right. So some suggestions. Maybe Casey should dress up as punishment. Dress up like Thom for a day. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Boom shakalaka says, Casey, own it. Learn from it. Move on. We've all been there. I love this one. Purchasing GSS says this could be a T-shirt. Chatterbox Sports X-Professional. I love this stuff. This is great stuff. CJ says, Thom, you're a former gravedigger. I am, for sure. There's no doubt about it. How can somebody take a shot at Ohio University basketball? I mean, that's ridiculous. Anonymous says, I should have cut Casey's hair. Okay. All right. So you had that moment. Our boss is here for a second, Trace Fowler. I mean, Trace, do you have any reaction to actually bringing on board an ex-professional? Or are you just surrounded by ex-professionals? Here at Chatterbox Sports is our CEO.
Casey is a man of many talents. Maybe a wordsmith isn't one of them. Now that said, I'm driving back. I just turn on the show, right? I'm driving back from getting a haircut. I just turn on the show, and literally the first sentence that I am exposed to is Casey just tearing us all down. I mean, he's just ripping this company to shreds, and I'm just like, just stop, Casey. And he just kept trying to plow through the hole when there just wasn't a hole there, you know? And the only thing I have to say about this whole thing is that you were getting ready to get into something that I was sincerely interested in what you were about to say until Casey completely threw it off the rails.
Which is what? I can't even remember.
Exactly. And that's why I wanted to come back in here.
Okay.
I need to get this show back on track.
Thank you very much. It needs all the help it can get.